employed a sidereal system defined relative to the stars and represented the planets and stars as Neteru, or personifications of the universal principles of nature. So these planets and stars wasn't actual people, they were personifications of the universal principles of nature. And these could be like wind, air, fire, and these things, but also universal planet principles of nature are stars, star bodies, constellations, and things of that nature. So when you see Haru, when you see Osiris, when you see all of these particular things that you're confused about, it's going to be real easy to understand once you connect them to cosmology. This is the work. The arrival, disappearance, and interaction between the Neteru and their celestial counterparts were all observed by the priest astronomers as oracles concerning their destiny of their kingdom. And this is what I call you all here to do. To become priest astronomers and be oracles and really speak upon the destiny of not only yourself and your life, but my life too, the world's life. Y'all are some powerful energies and entities for signing up for this course. If you can't come to the realization that you are not an oracle, please put in the comments that you're not feeling like an oracle today, so we can all boost you up. How am I going to boost you up? Remember to center yourself. Remember to reinform yourself that it's impossible for you to be disconnected from the cosmos. It's impossible to be disconnected. You can only tell yourself that. So let's continue. The priest astronomers or oracles' instinct to discover what lies beneath our understanding seems to be a universal trait shared by all cultures, even you, both ancient and modern. Okay? We seek an explanation of our place or where we fit into the grand scheme of things, examining both the infinitely small and the infinitely great. We may never be able to know or accurately articulate that answer, but the ancient Egyptians were at least onto something, for we cannot look into the heavens, seeing the perfectly harmonious movements of the celestial bodies without gaining at least some insight into the nature of our own being. Ashe? So we're going to do this in 4 different ways, in many different ways, and I'm so excited that y'all here to do this work. We're going to look at physical human cosmology, religion cosmology, metaphysical cosmology, and esoteric cosmology. Physical human cosmology would just be observing celestial things such as the solar eclipse or full moon or aspects. That's physical human cosmology. Now we relate it to religious cosmology, such as, Moses splitting the Red Sea, Jesus, Gnosticism, so forth and so on. Then you deal with the metaphysical, which is the hidden aspect or the smaller aspect of the physical, the more spiritual, meditative. This would foray into like Hindu, Shiva, Shakti, but that could be metaphysical, that can be religious, and it can be esoteric. Esoteric cosmology is what rituals, what correspondences does all of this represent? Because esoteric is the hidden side. So the hidden and the physical, wherever you're thinking, is connected. The universe does not make mistakes. We just feel as though we are disconnected from the cosmos, and hopefully from this lecture, you have learned and empowered yourself enough to realize that it is impossible for you to be disconnected from the universe. With this in mind, by connecting planets to the fixed stars, we can get accurate positions that require a scientific investigation by you into the subject to get your own personal downloads. And you'll figure out how you can word it based upon just simply centering yourself. Centering yourself, connecting yourself to cosmos, meditating, getting over this mundane world, and also asking questions in the comments. So family, that is lecture 3. We're talking about the forgotten goddess, the Milky Way, Hathor, how Egyptians use sidereal time, which will lead us into Ptolemy's lie. Because after Egyptians, this Greek and Roman dude came in and created a lie that still stands for this day. And from there, we'll start dealing with some 13 astrology. Then we'll bring all of this back into a understanding, and we'll talk about some true sidereal. And from that, this first lecture series, we're going to be ready to be oracles, okay? If you signed up for this, if you are a member, I truly and honestly believe that you are an oracle, okay? But, you know, you got to stick with it and really center yourself for a long period of time, come up with the conversations for a long period of time to first realize that you are an oracle in fact. So if you are there, let me know, put that in the comments. And if you are a long way away, put that in the comments too. But stay active, stay asking questions. That's how you get the value from this course. But let me know what you thought about this course or this lecture. Any questions, comments, or concerns, go ahead and fire away. I'll just be waiting for these comments as I begin to work on our next lecture, Ptolemy's lie.